Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with another character review. Oh, and seems there's a Funko Pop too. This one is, of course, Woody. And yes, Woody is from a family film. But the naming scheme probably did inspire a few less savory spin-offs. And of course, we have Craig, our otherworldly unboxer of pops and destroyer of packaging. He's probably going to do exactly that in a couple of minutes' time. Craig, I did see what you were doing there with the writing on the desk. Joke's on you. I don't think really anybody's figured out that the messages are supposed to be read in series throughout all the videos. Regardless, I don't think anyone's actually going to do that anyway. So good luck with that. But speaking of a series, this is our second video for Pixar Week. Toy Story 4 is coming out, and we all love a great animated film. If you haven't seen the previous video, it's all about an old man and his walking stick. I do suggest you go and watch that one too. Yeah, that one. I'll take him. Thank you. This review may contain spoilers from Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, that's a lot of Toy Story. And to make sure you aren't caught off guard, I'm going to reveal a spoiler right now just to be safe. Andy's dad might be an international spy for all we know. Roll the intro. Let's take a quick look at the pop itself. This one does have a box, thank you Craig for not killing it yet, which is a step up over what Craig usually does. This box has a special design. The pop and 3 others were released for the 2015 20th anniversary of Toy Story, and I think it looks pretty cool. And it looks like Craig's already decided to get rid of it. I was busy with that, there's still other stuff to look at. Subscribe for more of Craig destroying boxes. Anyway, Woody's number 168 in the Disney Pixar set. This series also has Buzz, Ham, and Rex. Time to get your camera going, Craig. There you go. Woody has his big cowboy hat, his orange shirt, red bandana, leather-looking vest, blue legs, cowboy boots, all that kind of good stuff. He also comes with a plastic stand because his hat is a bit top-heavy. He does seem to be relatively well-balanced regardless. For accessories, he has an empty gun holster on his right side and a sheriff's badge on his left lapel and a big belt buckle. Funko does like to hide a bit of detail behind the pops for those kind of berserkers like Craig who'd like to pull these things out at any chance they get. There is a bit of a missable detail around the back of this one. Behind his feet are some golden spurs, and on his back is a pull string. In the film, that pull string can be pulled and will cause Woody to sound out one of the famous phrases from the fictional TV show Woody's Roundup. It's best not to delve in too deeply if that kind of thing is a part of him or it just exists as some kind of tumor type thing. But for the sake of terrifying long-time fans, I'm going to get into it. I've always wanted to go into a deep dive into character theories, and the short answer is yes, it is part of him. All evidence points to that if you change something about a toy, that alters what a child might do with it, how a child interacts with it, you're probably creating a different toy. It seems that the original sentience just goes dormant until the toy reverts back to its original state. Like with Buzz, he had a similar feature, except with buttons, circuit board, and a little speaker. In Toy Story, the other toys manipulated him by switching his mode to language or demo mode, and suddenly he has a different character. That's kind of disturbing. But I digress. Woody is a natural leader, making sure all the toys have the best lifestyle possible, giving their current human overlords desires. I guess we're not done with that idea yet. We're going back there. These sentient and highly intelligent beings with the potential to live for hundreds of years exist to provide momentary entertainment to children. All right. I'm actually getting somewhere. You'll see. It's coming. So you've all seen the trailer for Forky. Well, Toy Story 4, the character Forky in the trailer, right? Let's bring him up on screen over here. Cool. Now you all know what I'm getting at. He comes to life after a child decides that he is a toy and not a spork. Forky quickly points out the different states of affairs, and Woody kinda gets confused by this. Woody's reality doesn't really account for something that doesn't want to be what he is. Just because there's a certain reality that the toys, including Woody, face, it doesn't mean that Woody can actually empathize with someone with an entirely different perspective. Woody's a well-developed character. We've had 3 movies of him, and we know exactly what he's like and what he's supposed to stand for. This idea of introducing something with a different perspective really shakes him to the core, and it's exactly how you make a 4th movie with the same caricatures and caricatures not be terrible. I do love Pixar movies because they're never simple. Every single one has reviewers diving in from all sides looking for depth in movies about living toys, and they actually find it, because at the same time they're really simple, and you can still veg out. Watching Woody and Buzz deal with their challenges, laugh at their antics, feel sad when things go wrong, feel good when they overcome their adversity, and live on to make another movie, make Disney lots more money. Toy Story isn't my favorite Pixar franchise, but this guy Woody, he started it all. He deserves a spot on my shelf. He really doesn't like it there, though. Pass him here, Craig. Pass him. What do you mean he's gone? I'm sure Craig will give him back at some point. And don't worry, I will not put him back in his box, because according to Toy Story 2, he really doesn't like that. Assuming, of course, that there is any box left when we're done with this. Our previous video is also the Pixar character Carl, as mentioned before. Make sure to watch that one if you enjoyed this one, or even if you didn't, maybe that one will be different for you. If you want your own Woody or Carl Funko Pop, link in the description, and next time we have a form of media that we haven't visited before. We're talking about characters here, so there's a lot of overlap, but these are characters that started in that area. And yes, as usual, Craig has already revealed what I'm talking about, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out when we dive into the deeply divided and controversial topic that is gaming and their characters. Also, you won't miss out on Craig throwing more stuff. Goodbye.